All right, so for ours, we chose to do promotions for the Dram shop. So obviously, specifically just Mondays and Tuesdays. So there's a couple slides here that I'm gonna skip right over because I'm just gonna focus in on the stuff that I did. So just ignore the first two slides. Okay, so on for 2015, we just kind of threw out the data for 2015 because there wasn't really the promotions weren't or weren't going on then, and there was nothing really significant. The only significance from 2015 is looking comparing from each day from 2015 to 2016, and obviously the the jump in revenue was huge from 2015 to 2016. So for the 2016, I chose to do a pivot table just to compare day by day, sum of gross sales by day, the count of quantity of items sold by day, and then the sum of the total discounts per day. Obviously, the gross sales is just going to show what's being sold that day. The count of quantity, the reason I chose to do that was because just to see, like, what on, for instance, like on Mondays or Tuesdays, it might not show for the total sales if it's farther up, just because of the discounts. But if the sales are up by 1,000 total quantity throughout the year on a Tuesday. Well, that's more for 2016, or 2017. So I'll come back to that. And then for the sum of the discounts, obviously, just to show for the promotions what how large of a discount they're giving out for that day. So basically the first two graphs you can kind of just ignore the last one, the sum of the discounts. Obviously, the significance there is just showing that Monday has like an enormous total sum of discounts for the year, and that's just due to them discounting the $3 beers that day. So going to this slide, I just basically wrote down exactly what I just said there. So skipping to the 2017 stuff, I did basically the exact same thing for this one, except for because of the data was only available through October 20th. I chose to add a couple more columns in, and I did. So on the left is obviously just the actual data, and then I did an adjusted data, just using predicted values if the sales were continuing as is. Those would be the numbers. So the way I did it was just set it up as October 20th is the 293rd day of the year. So I just set up a ratio of 293 over 365, blah, blah, blah. So anyways, so looking at the adjusted, if those values were true, obviously there's quite a large significance of sales, like especially the jump all the way across the board for quantity, adjusted growth, and the adjusted discount. And so here in 2017, we can actually look at the Tuesdays since it started. The promotion started in spring of 2017. So, um, yeah, like I said, all the way across the board, they're up, quite a bit from 2016. But if you look at the bottom, the adjusted discount by day, you can see that Tuesday actually shows some sort of significance for the total discounts given. But the problem with looking through the data with that was for Tuesdays, the promotions vary so much. Whereas on Mondays it's just $3 Mondays for everything that's under $5. Tuesdays sometimes the promotion is a free beer if you do something. Sometimes it's buy one get one free. So I looking through the data, it was hard to justify between that and how they actually did that. So I think that could be kind of skewed on. I feel like the Tuesday the total discounts could actually be more depending on how they actually logged that. Um, so that, and then yeah, obviously Monday it's pretty similar. It's just everything is up. The total sales are all the way across the board. And then here, if you just skip down to the last part of this little section, I already kind of went over those top slides. The I just kind of showed what the actual percentage was of jump for each day. And so for total quantity of items sold, the sum of gross sales, and the sum of total discounts, for 2000 or for Mondays, the jump was 23.5%, 22.8%, and 28.1% respectively for those variables. And then for Tuesdays from 2016 to 2017, the jump was 23.4%, 24.7%, and 81.2% respectively. The 82 or 81.2% is kind of irrelevant. It looks large, but obviously the Tuesday promotion wasn't going on then. And then skipping to the last part, the like ideas and recommendations we'd give for looking into promotions. We kind of just came up with just kind of it was kind of hard to come up with like concrete what would work and what wouldn't. So we kind of just maybe said that a frequent buyer card or frequent customer card would be might be a good idea to look into. And then the the sample size of what we were looking at and where the promotions are for Monday and Tuesdays, it was kind of hard to suggest like discontinuing promotions or starting any other promotions. Clearly the revenue is trending up for year by year, but it there just wasn't enough. The only thing that was significant was Sundays. Obviously, the sales are down quite a bit on Sundays. They're scaled. They're down if you look at it. It's just because the total hours that they're open on Monday or on Sundays is like 70% of the regular hours, which it comes out to about that all the way across the board. So maybe do something else on Sundays, but Sundays compares pretty normal to the gross sales on the other not really busy days, so Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. And then the last suggestion that we thought maybe would be a good thing to do, that I thought, and I had talked to you about this, John, was maybe implementing, like, instead of having the manual like hand sign up for the pencil and paper sign up for the Tuesdays promotion, maybe switch it to having them do it online or like via text. And obviously the promotion comes in via text, but the idea now might be that it's going to get more people to come in to sign up for it. But I also think that it's kind of they're lacking on what the total amount of people that signed up for that could be if they just did it online or made it easier via text, because once they're signed up, they're going to start coming in more on Tuesdays with the deal. So if there's more people, I just feel like there's going to be more people coming in on Tuesdays anyways overall. And that's about it.